Hello friends, in our previous lecture we have completed the 5th chapter and this chapter was little bit lengthy with so much concepts. Now we are going for the 6th chapter, that is retirement or death of the partner. This is totally opposite concepts of chapter number 5. So if you know well the concepts of chapter number 5, then you will be able to solve the chapter number 6 very easily. Okay, in that chapter we have learned 8 cases for P&L ratio. Here we are learning same type 4 cases. In previous chapter we learned 6 cases for goodwill. Here no such cases are there, all in one case. Then we learned about the reserves. Same concept is used here, so we will not repeat it again. So you have to remember that previous chapter's concept. Then we have learned the big sums. The same big sums will be here. Slight change, that change we will learn. Okay, so now we are reading the terms of the chapter. So retirement or death of a partner. In admission what we have learned, there are 2 partners and one is coming. So when one new partner is coming, both old partners have to sacrifice for them. So in the previous chapter always we were talking about sacrifice and while calculating sacrifice any one partner is gaining. Now in this chapter there are 3 partners and one partner will be retiring or will be death. So one partner will be excluded. So his share will be obtained by other 2 partners. So here we will talk always about gain and sometimes while calculating gain ratio, if any of the continuing partners will have some sacrifice, then we have to ascertain for that. Now, as per Indian Partnership Act, partner can retire due to any reasons. What are the reasons when a partner is retiring? Unanimously. Any partner can retire unanimously, means as per him voluntarily, by notice, by contract, by insolvency, by death or by expulsion. Then, in page number 217, important accounting aspects and accounting treatments. First is calculation of new P&L ratio and calculation of gaining ratio. There we were always calculating sacrifice, here always we are calculating gain. Then valuation of goodwill and its accounting treatment, revaluation of assets and liabilities, that we are learning from 4th chapter. Then distribution of accumulated reserves and balance of undistributed profits, same concept like previous chapter. Then determination of amount payable to retiring partner and payment of amount to death partner. That death concept we will exclude here. So from sum number 16 to 19, again in this chapter we will exclude last all the sums, but all the early concepts we will learn. Now directly we are starting the 4 cases for P&L ratio. Okay, this is the same like previous chapter, so it will be little bit easy for you people. So we are writing the name of chapter. Chapter number 6. Retirement or death of a partner. Now in that first topic which we are going to learn is calculation of new P&L ratio and gaining ratio. For that we have 4 cases. So we are starting with case 1. Again I have made notes for you, so I will give the things from my notes itself. Case 1. Heading: when gaining share or gaining ratio is not given is the head. See, this is like the case 1 of previous chapter. Their sacrifice share and sacrifice ratio were not given. Here gaining share and gaining ratio is not given. So what to do? So what will be given in the question? Old ratio and the retiring partner is given, comma, no other information is given. So what we have to do at that time is thus relative old ratio. What is old ratio and relative old? Relative means excluding one. So who will exclude the old, the retiring part? Excluding retiring part. So old ratio will be, relative old ratio will be new ratio and will be gain ratio. So nothing else in this case. This case is very easy. Okay. Why this case is very easy? Because here no gaining share or gaining ratio is given. So at that time, for example, the old ratio is 1:2:3 and one partner is reduced, that is who is having share 1. So the new ratio would be 2:3 and gaining ratio will also be 2:3. Okay, so this case is very easy. Now come to the exercise. I will give the number of the cases. So come to exercise question number 3. There are 1 to 13 sums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 13 sums. I will say which sum is of which case. So first and second sum is of case 1. Now third sum is of case 2. Fourth sum is also of case 2. Fifth sum is of case 3. Sixth sum is of case 6. Sixth sum is of case 2. I am making a mistake. This is of case 3, case 2, then again case 3, again case 2, again case 3, then case 4, case 3, and no case. So you write in your textbook nearby the sums. 1 and 2 are of case 1, 3 is of 2, 4 is of 2, 5 is of 3, 6 is of 2, 7 is of 3, 8 is of 2, 9 is of 3, 10 and 11 are of 4, 12 is of 3, and 13 is having no case. So now we are solving first two sums. So, question number 3, sum number 1. Sums are very easy. Okay. X, Y, and Z are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 5:3:2. Z retires. X is to Y is to Z. Old ratio 5:3:2. Don't write old shares. Z retires. Only this much information is given. So no gain share, no gain ratio is given. So at that time, X is to Y. New ratio would be 5:3 because Z has been retired. Gain ratio is also 5:3. This is the answer. Sum is over. Now you will, all people say that these sums are very easy because no other information is given. So between X, Y and Z ratio is 5:3:2. Now partner Z is retiring, so the new ratio would be 5:3. Gain ratio would be also 5:3. Okay, second sum. A, B, C are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 1/2, 1/3, 1/6 respectively. If A retires, B retires, C retires, find out the new and gain ratio. This is little bit good sum. A is to B is to C. They are being given old shares 1/2, 1 by 3, 1 by 6. Now friends, first from this we have to ascertain the old shares with equal denominators. So here we will multiply 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 6, A, B, C. Here we will multiply by 3, here we will multiply by 2, and here we will not multiply. So it will be 3 by 6, 2 by 6 and 1 by 6. Now the denominators are equal. So the old ratio between A, B and C is 3:2:1. We have multiplied 2 and 3 here and 2 here. Now we have to calculate in first way. If A retires, then who will remain? B and C will remain. So new ratio for B and C would be 2:1. Gain ratio for them will be also 2:1. In second way, if B is retiring, if B is retiring, now who will remain? A and C will remain. So there new ratio would be how much? If B is retiring, 3:1. Cut 2, then it will remain there only. And gain ratio would be also 3:1. In the same way, if C retires, then who will remain? A and B will remain. So new ratio would be 3:2 and gain ratio would be also 3:2. Simple sums. Case 1 is over. Two sums are also over. Now going for case 2. Case 2. So what is case 2? Let's see. When gaining share of, here we cannot say old partners because old are 3 partners and continuing partners means who will remain in business after the retirement. When gaining share of continuing partners are given. Why we are writing continuing? Again I will repeat. See, for admission chapter, 2 partners are there, so they are old partners. If they are including 1 partner, so new partner is admitted. So now C will be the new partner, so he will be a new partner. Now for retirement it is opposite. If I am talking about old partners, O and the old partners, then they are all the partners, A double L, all partners, because A, B, C are the partners. C is retiring, so A, B, C are old partners and continuing partners will be A and B. Why continuing partners A and B? Because C is retiring. Okay, so when gaining share of continuing partners are given. Now friends, this case you can compare with the case 3 or case 6 in the previous chapter, where sacrifice shares were given. So when sacrifice shares are given, new share is equals to old share minus sacrifice. In the same way here gaining shares are given, so new share would be old share plus gain. There we were subtracting the sacrifice share, here we are adding the gain share. So friends, if you want, you compare this thing with the 3rd or 6th case in the previous chapter. Also we have learned one more thing, that share of new partner is equals to sum of sacrifice of old partners. Here share of retiring partner will be, because one partner is retiring, he is giving his share to other 2. So share of retiring partner will be sum of gain of continuing partners, not all partners, sum of gain of continuing partners. So you should know these things, because this is very important in solving the big sums. You think a new partner is admitted, so he will be given the shares which is given by A and B. So share of new partner is equals to sum of sacrifice of old partners. In the same way, if one partner is retiring, he is giving back the share to continuing partners. So at that time, share of retiring partner sum of gain of continuing partners. Okay, you compare and learn. Otherwise, account will be boring for you. Okay, so we are writing about it. What will be given in the sum? Old ratio, comma, retiring partner and gaining share will be given. So we will find new share. There new share was old share minus sacrifice. Here new share will be old share plus gained share, or you can write gain also. Then if required, we will make denominators equal. Make denominators equal and find new ratio from gaining share. Find gaining ratio. So this one things you have to know about this case, that when gaining share are given, so old ratio, retiring partner and gaining share will be given in the sum. Directly find the new share by old share plus gain because they are getting the shares. Make denominators equal, find out new ratio. From the gaining share, find out gaining ratio. And write one formula in bracket. If required, comma, share of the retiring partner is equals to sum of gain of continuing partner. Sum of gain of continuing partner means, if you want, we can explain that if C is retiring, then share of C is equals to gain of A plus gain of B. So if you want, you can write this thing as an expression. In previous chapter also we were writing that share of new partner C is equals to sacrifice of A plus sacrifice of B. Here also if you want, you can write, because in the sum sometimes C's share is given, A's gain is given, B's gain is not given, then we can find using this formula. Okay, so this is the thing all about case 2. Now we are doing so much sums there are of case 2. So again come to that third sum. Question number 3, and in that third sum, okay friends, so again we are back to question number 3, and in that now we are at the third sum, because case 2 is for third sum, fourth sum, sixth sum, eighth sum. There are 4 sums for case 2. Okay. P, Q and R are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 40%, 20%, 20% respectively. Q is retiring, P is acquiring 3 by 20 and R is acquiring 1 by 20 from Q's share. See friends, again I would like to say gaining shares are given, old ratio is given, but we will make it proper. Then and retiring partner Q is given. Now as the gaining shares are given readily, new share is equals to old share plus gain, make denominators equal, find out new ratio, from gaining shares find out gaining ratio. Okay. But first we need some of the things. P is to Q is to R. Old ratio is given as percentage. 40% is to 20% is to 40%. Now we will cut this percentage and cut this 0. 4 is to 2 is to 4. Or if we cut short again, the old ratio would be 2 is to 1 is to 2. Okay? Old ratio is 2 is to 1 is to 2. Now, Q retires. Then, gain of P, gain of R. 3 by 20, 1 by 20. Just now only I have explained one thing, that share of retiring partner will be equal to gain of other two partners. So if you want to add 3 plus 1 is 4 by 20. If you are cutting it by 4, it will remain 1 by 5, and see share of Q is 1 by 5. Okay? Yeah. But we have not written here old shares, so we should write here old share also. Okay? By mistake I have not written old shares. So old share would be 2 by 5, 1 by 5, 2 by 5. Okay, no problem. Now we are starting the sum. How to start the sum? As all the things are known, old ratio is known, old share is known, gaining shares are known, directly we are finding new share. New share is equals to old share plus gain. New share of not A but P. New share of P. P is old share is 2 by 5. P's gain is 3 by 20. 25s are 100. 22s are 40. 5 3s are 50. So new share would be 55 upon 100. Then new share of R. R's old share is 2 by 5, not 1 by 5, and R's gain is 1 by 20. So again 25s are 100. 22s are 40. 5 1s are 5. So 45 by 100. Now continuing partners are 2 only. So new ratio between them only. P is to R, 55 is to 45, new ratio. Or if you are cutting it by 5 if you are cutting it, then it would be 11 5s are and 9 5s are. So new ratio would be 11 is to 9. New ratio would be 11 is to 9. Also between P and R, gain is 3 by 20, 1 by 20. So gain ratio would be 3 is to 1. Okay friends, so this was the third sum. Now we are going for the next fourth. M and O are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 3 is to 2 is to 1. Old ratio is given. M retires, retiring partner is given. N is acquiring 1 by 10 from M shares and the balance is acquired by O. So that's gain of O is not given. See here gain of both are given. Here it is not given, so we will find. Okay? Yes. So the name of partners M is to N is to O. Old ratio is 3 is to 2 is to 1. Old share 3 by 6, 2 by 6, 1 by 6. M retires. Gain of N is 1 by 10. Gain of O. Question. Now as one partner's gain is not given, we have to put the formula. That which formula? Share of retiring partner. Who is retiring? M. Share of retiring partner M is equals to gain of N plus gain of O. As we have done in this sum. See, if you are adding both the gains, then you will get 4 by 20. And if you are cutting 4 by 20, you will get the retiring partner's share. So we are using this formula where share of retiring partner M is 3 by 6. Gain of N is 1 by 10 plus gain of O. We have to find. Now 3 by 6 minus 1 by 10 is equals to gain of O. 6 10s are 60, 10 3s are 30, 6 1s are 6 is gain of O. Therefore, gain of O is equals to 24 by 60. Gain of O is 24 by 60. Okay. Now the new share. New share is equals to old share plus gain. New share of N. Why N? Because M is retired. Old share of N is 2 by 6. Gain of this N is 1 by 10. 10 6s are 60. 10 2s are 20. 6 1s are 6. 26 by 60. New share of O, 1 by 6 plus 24 by 60. 60 into 6 is 360. 60 ones are 60 and 24 into 6. 24 into 6 is 144. 144. So it will be 204 by 60. 204 by 60 into 6, 360. Sorry, not 60, 360. Then 6 into 24 is 140. Okay, now n is to O. Sorry, first we have to make the denominator equal. Here the denominator is 60, here the denominator is 360, so multiply it with 6. 26 into 6, 156 by 360. Now if you are seeing n is to O, see I can cut also the terms, I know. Why I am not cutting the terms is simple thing. If you are making single mistake in cutting, then your sum will be wrong. That's why I am not cutting the terms. Now n is to O, new ratio is 156 is to 204. Now if you want, you can write this answer, it's not a problem, but if you want, we can cut 156 divided by 36. It's not possible. 156 divided by 4, it's 39. 4 is some mistake is there in the question. Two by 6 plus 1 by 10. 10 by 60, 10 to the 26, 1 by 6, 26 by 6, 20. So 26 into 6 is 156. Then 1 by 6 plus 24 by 60. So 60 times 60 into 6, 360. 60 ones are 60. 60 plus 144 is 204. Yeah. Now 156 divided by 36. It's not possible. So 156 divided by 60. 156 divided by 204 divided by 36. It's also not possible. Divided by 6. Divided by 6. Okay. We will first cut by 6. So if you are cutting by 6, 26 and 204 by 6 is 34. Again we can cut by now 2 only. Now 2. So 26 divided by 2 is 13 and here it is 17. So the C terms are little bit confusing. So the ratio is also confusing. New ratio between them is 13 is to 17. Or if you don't know to cut, then write this thing only, it is correct. Okay? Now between n is to O, gain. See, gain of n is 1 by 10 and gain of O is 24 by 60. Now we have to multiply this term by 6. Okay, so it would be 6 by 60, 24 by 60. So between n is to O, gain ratio would be 6 is to 24, or if you are cutting the terms by 6, it will be 1 is to 4. Once more I will repeat the sum. Old ratio is given, retiring partner is also given, and gain share of one partner is given, the other partner is not given. So for finding it, we are using this formula: share of retiring partner is equals to gain of n plus gain of O. Then the thing we have find, gain of O is 24 by 60. Then finding the new share. New share is equals to old share plus gain. We have made the denominators equal because here it was 360, here it was 60, so multiply by 6. So we have made the denominators. New ratio was 156 is to 204. Now friends, we know that this thing is little bit difficult to cut, so we have first cut by 6 and cut by 2. If you don't know, you can remain it simply also. Okay, so now going for the next. Now case 2 is for 6th sum. So everyone see 6th. Sixth sum. A, M, C are partners sharing profit and loss in ratio of 3:5:2. Again, M is retiring and his share is taken up by C only. Okay. A is to M is to C. Old ratio 3:5 is to 2. Old share 3/10, 5/10, 2/10. M retires. Now what they are speaking about gain share, that gain of A, gain of C. Now read it very carefully. M retires and his share is taken up by C. Share of M is taken up by C. So the gain of C will be 5/10 and gain of A will be 0. Because if you are reading the question very carefully, then they are telling that share of M, that is 5/10, is taken up by partner C only. So partner C is taking his share, so A will get nothing. Okay? Yes. So shares are ready. Gaining shares, so new share is equals to old share plus gain. New share of A. A's old share is 3/10, A's gain is 0, so new share is also 3/10. New share of C. Old share of C is 2/10, gain is 5/10, so 2 plus 5/10 is 7/10. So between A is to C, new ratio would be 3:7. A is to C. No. And as A is not gaining, so for gaining ratio, here only C will gain in 5/10 is equals to 1/2 share. Here gain ratio is not possible because one partner is not gaining, only one partner is gaining. So now for case 2, 8th sum is there. See sum number 8. Eighth sum. M, N, O, P are partners sharing profit and loss in ratio of 5:3:2. Two partners are retiring. N and P is retiring. N share is obtained by O, P's share is obtained by M. So they are giving the shares to respective partners. Okay. M is to N is to O is to P. Old ratio is 5:3:2:2. So old shares 5/12, 3/12, 2/12, 2/12. Now togetherly two partners are retiring. N and P retire. Now what they are telling you, read carefully. N's share is taken up by O. So gain of O will be N's share. Gain of O will be 3 by 12. Why? It is n's share. That share of n is taken by O. So O is getting 3 by 12. Then gain of n. Sorry, not n. P's share is taken by M. M is taking P's share 2 by 12. P's share. Okay, again I am explaining. Both partner N and P are retiring, so remaining partners are M and O. And what they are telling that O is taking N's share. O is taking N's share. N's share is 3 by 12. M is taking P's share. P's share is 2 by 12. So now new share is equals to old share plus gain. New share of M, old share is 5 by 12, gain is 2 by 12, 5 plus 2 by 12 is 7 by 12. New share of O, old share of O is 2 by 12, gain is 3 by 12, so 3 plus 2 by 12 is 5 by 12. Now between M is to O, new ratio would be 7 is to 5. Then between M is to O, gain 3 by 12, 2 by 12. So gaining ratio would be 3 is to 2. Okay, so case 2 is over. Now we are going for case 3. Because these cases are very easy, I am taking it fast, okay? Now, case 3. When gaining ratio of continuing partners are friends. Case 1 was very easy. In case 2, gaining shares were given, so you can compare this case with the third or sixth case in previous chapter. In the same way, now instead of gaining share, gaining ratio is given, so you can compare the same case with case 4 of previous chapter. So instead of sacrifice share, their sacrifice ratio was given. So what is the formula to find sacrifice share? Share of new partner into share in sacrificing ratio. In the same way, instead of gained share, here gaining ratio is given. So how to find share of retiring partner into share in gaining ratio? Easy. You can compare the things so that it would be easy. So what things will be given in sum? Now we are writing old ratio, gaining ratio, so we have to not find gaining ratio also, and retiring partner will be given. And retiring partner will be given. Now, as I said, gain share is not given, so first we will calculate gain share is equals to share of retiring partner. In previous chapter, one partner is admitted, so share of new partner. Here one partner is retiring, so share of retiring partner into share in gaining ratio. After that, as now we have found the gain shares, now new share is equals to old share plus gain. Make denominators equal and find new ratio. Make denominators equal, find new ratio. Okay. Which are the sums for it? So in question number 3, first we are having fifth sum. Question number 3, fifth sum. Okay, what is given in fifth sum? C, B and D are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 4:5:3. Old ratio is given, D is retiring, and share is taken up by C and B in the ratio of 2:1. So instead of gaining shares, they are giving gaining ratio. C is to B is to D. Old ratio is given as 4:5:3. So old share would be 4/12, 5/12, 3/12. Who is retiring? D is retiring. So remaining will be C and B. Now gain ratio is given 2:1. So share in gaining ratio, not gain share, okay? Share in gaining ratio 2/3, 1/3. As we have discussed in previous chapter, that sacrifice share is having big denominators and share in sacrificing ratio is having small denominators. In the same way, gaining share is having a big denominators and share in gaining ratio will be having small denominators. Okay, so first we are finding gain shares. So gain share is equals to share of retiring partner D into share in gaining ratio. So first gain share of C. Share of retiring partner D is 3/12. Share in gaining ratio is 2/3, and C both will be having same denominator, so we can cut. It is 2/12, or we can write it as 1/6 if we need, which will be easy. Then gain share of B. Retiring partner is 3/12 into 1/3. Again, see 3 is possible, so 1/12. Okay, don't write this 1/6, as you know that more cutting is not advisable, because now see both are equal. Okay, so again I am telling gain ratio is 2:1 only, but it is having big denominators, this is having small denominators. Why I have cut down 3? Because 3 was possible to cut. The reason is that both are having, see, both will be having 3 denominators, so it is possible to cut. Otherwise if you write don't cut also, then also answer will not come. Okay, now finally new share is equals to old share plus gain. New share of C 4/12. Now it will be easy also, because there here also denominators are 12, here also denominators are 12. So 4 plus 2/12 is 6/12. Then new share of B 5/12 plus 1/12. 5 plus 1/12 is again 6/12. So between C is to B, new ratio is 6:6. New ratio is 1:1. Okay, how we have solved the sum? Old ratio is given, retiring partner is given, gain ratio is given, so share in gaining ratio. Now as gain shares are not given, so first we found gain shares. Then after that, new share is equals to old share plus gain. Okay. Next sum for third case is 7th sum. Sum number 7. P, Q, R, S are partner sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 4:3:1. Q retires and his share of profit is gained equally by R and S. Okay. P is to Q is to R is to S. Old ratio is 4:3:2:1. Old share is 4/10, 3/10, 2/10, 1/10. Q is retiring. Q retires. Now, what they are writing? Only R and S are gaining here. Gain ratio R and S 1:1. So, share in gaining ratio would be 1/2, 1/2. Also, you can see Q is retiring. So P, R, S are old partners, so are continuing partners. But here the gain is given between R and S, so we can understand that partner P will not gain. So partner P will not gain. Now first step is to find the gain shares. So gain share is equals to share of retiring partner, share of retiring partner Q into share in gain ratio. Gain share of R, Q's share is 3/10 into 1/2, so 3/20. Gain share of S, 3/10 into 1/2, again it would be 3/20 only. Now the new share. New share is equals to old share plus gain. But don't forget Mr. P. We know that P is not gaining, but still we have to write his name. New share of P, old share is 4/10 plus gain is 0, so his share would remain as 4/10 only. Then new share of R, because Q is retired. Old share is 2/10 plus gain is 3/20. 20 tens are 200. 20 twos are 40. 3 tens are 30. 70/200. Then new share of S, old share 1/10, gain is 3/20, so again 200, 10 into 20, 200, 20 ones are 20, 3 tens are 30, 50/200. Now two denominators are 200, so we can multiply with 20 to make it 200, so 80/200. So now P is to R is to S. New ratio 80 is to 70 is to 50, or we can say new ratio is 8 is to 7 is to 5. Okay. Now two more sums are left for case 3 that we will do tomorrow. Okay, two more sums are there for case 3 that we will do tomorrow, and also case 4 we will complete tomorrow. So tomorrow our 4 and 4 case will be completed and we will start the topic for goodwill. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.